video. Disclaimer, I'm always talking shit about my hair, but like right now it is not like cute. Maybe like some of y'all, but we're working through things right now. I'm trying to give it a little break, so let's ignore that. But anyway, this video I'm going to be showing you how I do my updated brow routine, just because it's something that a lot of people compliment me on, and my brows haven't always looked this good, so I'm just going to show you how I transform these sad looking things into something beautiful. Alright, let's just hop into it. So, first thing I'm gonna do is grab a spoolie. You can literally use any spoolie of your choice. And I'm gonna just run them through my brows, just because we need them to be laying in the correct direction. Alrighty. Alright, okay. Next thing I'm gonna do is grab my paint pot, and this paint pot, it's just a random paint pot. I'm pretty sure it's e.l.f. and I got it from Target like a gajillion years ago. So I'm taking my Kiko Milano brush number 62, if y'all really care that much, and then this brush is just an angled brush, and I've used it so it looks kind of crazy, but I'm just going to dip that into my paint pot, and I'm going to be looking in my mirror down here. And so what I like to do is kind of outline the shape of the brow that I desire. So I like to start with the end, like kind of halfway in the middle actually. So I'm just going to outline it. So I'm going to go directly under it, and then I'm going to go directly on top of it. Okay, and then I'm going to use the excess to fill in the tail. Okay, and sometimes I like to get a little bit more, just to make it like a really crisp. I don't like my brows to look painted on or like sharpied on, but I do like them to look really crisp. See how good that looks? And then there's still more excess on this brush, so I'm just gonna start to connect the dots pretty much. So I'm gonna go from like the beginning of my brow very lightly, and I'm just gonna connect it to where we ended. And again, I'm using a really light hand because I don't want the front of my brow to be very like harsh. I really want like the end of it to be. And then again, I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to use a light hand, and then starting from the start of my brow, and just connect that to this part in the middle. Again, I'm using a light hand, and I'm now just kind of flicking the pigment onto my brows. What I don't do, I don't really color in the middle, I'm so sorry. I don't really color in the start of my brows. I might use a very light hand again, and just kind of with these brush stroke movements. But I want it to look really natural, and I don't want it to look harsh. So that's when we're going to grab an angled an eyeshadow eyeliner brush. And I am dipping into just a dark brown shadow, if you really care to see which. I'm sorry, this looks so bright, but I'm just dipping into this dark brown color right here. You can use any palette of your choice. This is just a random palette I got off of I think I got it off of eBay like a bajillion years ago. Alright, so I just have some of that brown pigment on my brush, and then I'm going to start to fill in my brow. And as you can see, I'm not starting from the start of my brow, because again, I really want to just use the excess and the leftover pigment, because I don't want to make it too fake and cartoony like. So I'm grabbing that brown, and I'm starting in the middle, and then I'm going to work my way up to the start of my brow. And again, I'm using like some brush stroke like motions, just kind of so it won't be as harsh and ugly. Okay, awesome sauce. And then the last thing I'm going to do is just take my spoolie again and then run it through my brow, especially the beginning of my brow, because again, I just want it to look as natural as possible. I don't want it to look too crazy. I don't really care to spoolie detail because, like I said, I like it to be very sharp. Alright, that looks beautiful. Okie doke. So now we're just gonna do the other brow now. Can you see the difference already? Like, I look awake, and this one just looks really sad. Okay, so we're gonna do the other brow, and actually I just wanted to comment on how I maintain my brows, because I typically have a lot more brow hair than this, but I like to, I don't really like to wax them. I don't go to get them waxed, I don't go to get them threaded. I think I've gotten them, I got them waxed a few times when I was in cosmetology school, and I got to do that for free. And I got them I got them threaded once in college for free because we were having like sleepover nights. And that hurt so bad. But I like to use Nair. Nair has their eyebrow cream, or not eyebrow cream, but like their face cream that you could put on your face, a hair remover. And it's just like lotion. You just kind of put it on the designated spots that you like. I like to do it like, you know, on the outer of my brow. You leave it on for like 5 to 10 minutes depending on how like stubborn the hair is, and then you just wipe it off. And that's how I maintain them, and they always come out pretty good. Sometimes if I feel like I accidentally took off too much hair, I'm just like, I feel my brows anyway all the time, so no one's gonna notice. But yeah, I really do like the Nair because it's just like multiple waxes in one. If y'all like to go and get your brows done, I like to save a penny if I can, and so that's the way that I do it. Okay. I don't know where, like, why people say brows should be cousins and not sisters. I remember hearing that a long time ago from like Michelle Phan, who like inspired me. She was like, I want to say she was like the first YouTuber to kind of like really get this beauty blogging off the ground. But I remember she said that like years and years and years ago when I was just learning about makeup, and that always stuck with me. And I think about it today, and I'm like, I want my brows to look just alike. So I don't know where that came from. I don't know why it's bad if your brows look just alike either. So yeah, I don't know about all that, but so as you can see, I look a lot more alive. And lastly, what we're gonna do is I'm taking this flat square-shaped brush. This is a Kiko Milano brush, number 61. And then I'm taking some of my MAC Select Cover-Up Concealer, and it's in this little bottle, and it's starting to pour out somehow. And I'm just going to, and this is so important, I remember I didn't conceal my brows like years and years ago, and then I did for the first time, and I was like, I've been missing out. This is like, it's Jesus. It really makes a difference. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pretty much just stamp this concealer underneath my brow, as opposed to just like smearing it on. I'm gonna stamp it so we have more control over it. So I'm just gonna get a little bit closer, and for whatever reason I like to start like more on the edge of my brow. I don't know why. And so yeah, even if I did mess up a little bit, I can even clean it up by concealing my brow. So as you can see, like I said, I didn't just smear it on. I like to kind of stamp it and then work my way, just because I want to be very precise and make sure I don't like mess up anything. So I'm going to take a bit of this concealer, because there's a lot. I just want to make sure. This is perfect. Okay, I typically don't do the top of my brow, but lately I've been kind of doing the end of the tail. just because, I don't know, make it look that much more crisp, I guess. But yeah, a lot of people like to do their entire brow. They like to do like brows, and people like to go nuts. I don't like to do that. I don't like to wear that much concealer. Like, I hate feeling caked up and seeing like no offense to any beauty gurus who do it that way. I just personally, I don't think my skin can handle all of that concealer. Like, my skin is just, it's oily, but it's also dry at the same time. And yeah, no, it wouldn't take all that makeup. It would hate me. So I'm just kind of blending out my concealer. Just like a little bit of excess concealer. Making sure everything looks super crisp. Okay. Now I'm gonna just grab my beauty blender. I need a tiny one. I never like knew why they were small beauty blenders, and now I'm like, I could really use this to blend in my everything. My eyeshadow, my primer, not my eyeshadow. Oh gosh, it's been a long day. But yeah, I'm taking my beauty blender because that would take me all day with that little brush trying to blend out the excess concealer. And I'm just kind of patting that into my skin so it just blends in effortlessly. And again, if you can take a look at both of my brows, concealed brow looks snatched, and then the non-concealed one, it still looks good, but let me see if this will focus more. It's just not snatched. Okay, so now I'm just gonna do the other eye. And again, I'm just kind of stamping it. And I'm gonna work my way upwards very slowly, so I don't mess it up. Okay, I think I'll just, and just gonna start blending out the rest of it. But yeah, definitely just make sure you just use a spoolie. Like, no shade to anybody, but like, some people really need a spoolie. Because like, people's brows, I feel like brows are so tricky for people. Me, like, I'm not trying to be cocky, but I have my brows down packed. I'm very happy with how I do them. But some people, I used to work with this girl, and like, her makeup definitely needed improvement. I'm not gonna lie. But like, she needed to blend in her eyeshadow so much. Like, some people just need to blend, use a spoolie, but they just don't understand. So, but anyway, enough about her eyeshadow. Her brows were just nuts. They were just so block-like, and I was just like, dear God, I wanted to run a spoolie through her brows so badly. I wanted to give her a less harsh color. Like, there were just so many do's and don'ts of that, and just use a spoolie. When in doubt, use a spoolie, because you don't want to look crazy. I don't want to make it really look like I'm wearing makeup, you know? I want my brows to look like my actual brows, like I didn't just paint them on. So yeah, and I'm just kind of going up top here again, just to kind of make everything look more crisp and amazing. Just going to blend that out. Ooh. Blend it out over here as well. Awesome. Now I'm gonna set my shadow just with this beige color. It's just pretty much the complexion of my skin tone. I'm just setting it. I'm making sure nothing moves and everything that I just did stays in place. And then lastly, oh my gosh, I didn't even bring out the brush for this. I'm really slacking today. No worries, I found another brush. Okay, last thing I'm gonna do just to make this look complete, I just like to highlight underneath my brow bone. And again, I am using a light hand when I do this because I love a good highlight, but I don't love it when it's like extremely like stark and just like in your face. Like, I don't like any of my makeup to be like that. I like it to stand out, but I don't want it to really look artificial. So yeah, again, I'm just running my spoolie through my brows just because it can't hurt. But yeah, you guys, that is it. Pretty simple, very easy. But yeah, that's how I do my brows. Be sure to blend it out. But yeah, you guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked, please subscribe. Please comment any other videos you'd like to see. And I'm sorry, I will look at the camera. I just keep looking at myself. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.